Hey you guys, welcome to Leo the Libra. Sadly, you guys, I embarrassed myself really bad with this one. When I was in high school, I smoked weed, right? I honestly used to get into a lot of trouble behind smoking weed. I really don't understand it. It just, it got me into so much trouble so many times, oh my God. But it was always at home. A week prior to this was the prom, okay? And I went to prom when I was in 10th grade with this guy who was a senior. After prom, I went to my cousin's house and I was chilling with him and we were doing our own little thing. He had a really long knife. It was the blade was about that big. I had taken him to go and pick up some shoes. I had to drop him to the mall super early. If you guys have ever done that, you know what that's like. You have to get to the mall 2-3 days ahead of time. We ended up getting there 6:30 in the morning, and before he went into the mall, he took his knife out of his pocket and he put it in my glove compartment. So fast forward to the next week. Okay, fast forward to the next week. Remember the guy I told you guys about, okay? That day, the day everything happened, I had been waiting on him really, really hard that day for some reason. And I remember I had texted him first thing I woke up that morning. I texted him and I was like, hey, good morning, what's up? Are you going to school? He texted me back and he said, yes, but I won't be there until third period. Third period was the period that he and I had together. I want to say 10 o'clock in the morning this happened. This was about April of my 10th grade year. I had been driving, like I told you guys, I had been driving since my birthday. I was now on my second car. I had literally just gotten my second car maybe 2 weeks before this happened. That morning, I had smoked in my car on the way to school. It was really just kind of the most convenient thing. I didn't want to be late to school, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. Still, doing what I'm not supposed to be doing, making sure that what I'm not supposed to be doing doesn't interfere with what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to multitask, as I like to put it. So third period comes and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for this guy to come and show up to class, right? And as I'm waiting, my teacher calls me and I walk down the bleachers and I get to her, and as I'm walking to her, something in me just kind of was something bad is about to happen. She tells me, hey, they need you in the office. I never get called to the office. Ever. In my entire schooling career. I wonder, do they have the drug dogs out today? It's a good day to search cars. I get to the front desk. I tell them, I say, hey, my name's Brianna. You guys called me on the intercom. And they go, Brianna, what? And I tell them my last name. And the front desk lady just turns around. The vice principal and the principal are standing behind her. That's her. And y'all, my motherfucking heart dropped. What did I do? This big black fucking vice principal walks towards me and he's like, come outside with me. Literally, that's how he talks. Come outside with me. And I'm like, okay. And he steps out of the front office into the little foyer type situation that they have at the front of the school. The drug dogs got a hit on your car. Do you know why? I think you know why. You know, I bet you fucking know why they got a hit on my car. So I'm like, I don't know. And so we start walking to my car. I'm trying to make casual conversation. It's so warm outside today. Wow, not even a cloud in the sky. I am freaking out inside, trying to be calm. As I'm walking to my car, I see there's a big ass police SUV parked in front of my car. 3 police officers standing behind my car, and one of them is holding a German Shepherd that, no lie, looked just like my family dog. So as this dog is going around searching my car, I'm just like, no, Lovey, come back. Lovey, come over here. Look, mommy, it's mommy. Look, don't do it. Don't bark. They were like, your car is locked. Do we have permission to search your car? Okay. And so I hand them my key and I'm like, go ahead, I don't have anything. I had something. They start searching through my car. They immediately find remnants of weed in my car. They run the test. They confirm that it's weed. So I'm already fucked, okay? I'm already fucked. I already know I'm fucked. So I'm just kind of standing off to the side of my car just like, all right, this is a bad day. As the guy is going around my car, he goes into my glove compartment. And you guys remember what's in my glove compartment, right? He literally was like, what we got here, and holds it up, right? Holds up the knife. And he starts measuring it, and I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck, bro? They keep going through my car, and they find a bat in the back of my car because I had a bat for protection. They're like looking in my car and they're like, why do you have a bat in your car? And I just was like, I play softball. They were like, oh, okay. Gotcha, bitch. You guys, honestly, I didn't expect them to keep going through my car. After they found the weed, I expected them to be like, we knew it. We knew it. 1 point for us, 0 for you. Let's move on with our day. I literally was not expecting them to like keep trying to find clues. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't expecting that. The police officer comes around to the back of the car now that they're done searching my car, and he basically was like, look, if you go ahead and admit that the weed belongs to you, then we'll just let the school handle it. You know, then the police, us as the police, we will not get involved, and we'll just let the school do what they're gonna do about it. And I was like, okay, that's no problem, you know, definitely, you know, it's mine, whatever. And so he walks off, I walk off with the principal, and we start going into the school. No lie, you guys, as I'm walking next to the principal, I was like, so do I like go back to class now? And he was like,
how about no?
And I was like, oh. Okay. I didn't realize that, you know. I told y'all I had literally only been getting in trouble about this shit at my mama house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was definitely more worried about my mom than I was anything else. So as we're walking into the school, I'm texting her. I'm like, hey, I just got caught with weed. The principal's about to call you. The police are not gonna arrest me. And my mom had always told me, like, look, I'll protect you. I'll fight for you. I'll be there for you through anything, but you have to let me know what's going on. So I didn't want her to be blindsided. So I had already told her, and she texted me back and she told me, okay, I'm waiting for their call. They call her, they tell her what happened, and they tell her, we're gonna go ahead and send her home, okay? So they were gonna let me get in my car and drive home. They send me out the office, and I'm sitting on the bench for about 15 minutes, and this guy who looked like the Big Show, he walks up and he's like walking towards me, and I'm not sure why he's walking towards me, and he's just kind of like standing next to me. And I'm like, oh, he's supposed to watch me. I need to be watched. Okay. Vice principal calls me back in the office, and he's getting the paperwork together. They're about to send me home, and he tells me, okay, go ahead, you can go home. I get up, I walk out, I'm around the corner, and he says, wait, hold on. And I was like, fuck, what? And I turn back around, and I go back in the office, and he's like, we forgot to search your bag. Because I had like a little tote bag that was my school bag, but it was also my purse. I know I don't have anything in my bag, so I was like, okay, cool, just do this one last thing, get this shit over with, and then I can go home. I told you guys, I'm worried about my mama. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm not even thinking about him. I'm not thinking about what they're doing. I'm not thinking about them going through my bag. I'm thinking about what am I gonna say to my mom. They get all the way to the bottom of my bag, and they find a pair of pliers. Now, I had a pair of pliers in my bag because my first car used to have problems with its starter. So I literally had to have a blanket and my pair of pliers that I would like flap my blanket out on the ground and get underneath my car and bang on my starter. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a fucking mechanic or some shit. Every time my car would not start, this was what I would have to do. Now, I told you guys I'm on my second car now, but I had just totaled my first car like a month before, and I just got my second car. So in between this time and that time, I have not cleaned out my purse. So my purse is basically still thinking that, you know, I still have my first car. And as I'm explaining, you know what I'm saying, why the pliers are there, what, you know what I'm saying, their purpose is and everything, he's opening up the pliers. And until he did that, I forgot that this was not a normal pair of pliers. This was a Swiss Army pair of pliers, you guys. Meaning it had a pair of pliers, a corkscrew, a bottle opener, and a knife. A fucking knife. And as I see it, I'm like, yep, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked. Oh, I'm fucked now. Oh, I'm definitely fucked now. So I just kind of like, it was like somebody turned my volume down. I was like, oh shit. Damn. He was just kind of sitting there for a few seconds, and then he gets up and he walks out the office, and he comes back in about 15 minutes later with the police officer, and the police officer says, can you please stand up and put your hands behind your back because we're going to have to arrest you for everything. Okay, that's fair. I'm not a person who gets in trouble, you guys, and whenever I get in trouble, I have no problem admitting that I've done something wrong. And so when I realized that I had literally done something wrong, I just was like, okay, you know, I'm in trouble. When they told me that they were going to arrest me, I just kind of stood up and put my hands behind my back. So it's the SR office. He starts taking down the evidence and writing out notes. I mean, like, literally just like the whole fucking nine, you guys. And then came time for him to walk me from inside the school to his car because now it was time for me to go to jail, right? Y'all, as I'm walking through the school, this dude decides to put on a show, right? He decides to put on a show and walks me from the SR office. There's a hallway that goes straight down, and then there's a hallway that goes to the left, and the hallway that goes to the left is in front of a wall of windows that is right in front of the cafeteria. And then there's the rest of the hallway, and you walk directly outside, and his police car was sitting right outside. It's the end of lunch, and I'm in handcuffs. And he's like, don't talk to anybody. I don't have any friends anyway. You ain't even gotta worry about it. As I'm walking down the hallway, there's a group of guys, okay? And like I said, lunch is ending. So they're just one of many groups of guys standing in the hallway right now. The group of guys sees me, they start yelling things out, and they're like, get her! Arrest her! She deserves it! I wanted to fight their ass. Oh, it's funny? Oh, it's funny? Oh, it's funny. Okay, it's funny. Okay. Looking back, hindsight being 2020, I thought that you guys would definitely benefit from this story to know that smoking weed is not the business. It's not where it's at. It's really not like, and especially smoking in your car. And especially smoking in your car going to school. And especially smoking in your car, going to school with a knife in your car that your cousin put there before he went into the mall to go buy Jordans. If that is your exact situation right now, you should not do that. Anyway, that's the story about the time that I got arrested, okay? If you like this video, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure that you give this video a really big thumbs up. If you think this video is funny, if you think that somebody else would like it, make sure that you hit that share button so somebody else can get some enjoyment out of it. Hit that little bell thing there so you get post notifications every time that I post, okay? Always remember, be cool, be cute, and be worth it, y'all. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I think you know why.